beautiful people. I want to say hi. And this is to future people who watch this later, because I'm going to give it a couple of minutes and see if anybody wants to join me live. I had my hair colored yesterday. Anybody who is joining whilst I'm waiting, isn't it lovely? I like it. I like it. So, do you know what you want? Do you know what you want? Truly, do you know what you want? Well, do I know what I want? Hell yeah. I remember standing way over there, literally a couple of weeks after getting to Newcastle, and yeah, I wanted to live here. I wanted to live in this building with lots of windows and lots of light, and yeah, it's awesome. I love it. I love living here. Anyway, I think I'll have this okay, nobody's joining. Oh, there's one person. Hey Aaron, how are you doing? I'm glad somebody joined. I'm just waiting for a few other people to hop on, and I'll get started talking about, do you know what you want? I was just showing you where I live. You want to see? So, do I know what I want? Oh yeah, I do. Oh yes, I do. And I'm always in the question about it. And I'm always asking the universe for more information. And I'm always also letting go of everywhere I've concluded and decided what I want, so something greater can show up. So the topic of today was, do you know what you want? And it's a really interesting question. I remember going back like about 15, 16 years ago, where I had my very first coaching session, and my coach had asked me, so what do you want your life to be? I may go inside, it's a little noisy. Although the light was gorgeous and the sun was beautiful. Oh, let's do it. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, like, did I know what I wanted? And it was the very first time somebody had ever asked me, what did I want? And I had no clue. So I said all the things that I was supposed to want, you know, like I want a new car, I would like, you know, clothes from this store, I want this amount of money, I would like to have these kind of relationships. But I was really just fumbling around in this like spread of choices I had available based on my life experiences. Now, fast forward, you know, 17, 18 odd years on, I'm constantly in question about what it is I would like to have as my life, what I would like to have in my relationships, what kind of money I would like to create and have in my bank accounts. So my video today was really to talk about, like, how much are you actually spending getting to know the energies of your future, of your life, and what you're actually asking for and what you actually want. Because often, for me, for the longest time, it was literally looking at a pool of judgment. I was, you know, supposed to have this, and I was supposed to have that, and I was supposed to have like the house and the picket fence, and these are the things I thought I wanted. I thought I wanted that family with like a couple of kids, and, you know, the house and the farm and the vegetables. I don't even know who that belonged to, but that's certainly not what I want in this 10 seconds. And yet I was convinced that's what I wanted. So my first question to you guys is there anywhere in your lives where you're making a list of things you want based on other people's judgments, society's criteria for what we're supposed to want, and also like our parents and cultures also project into our worlds what we're supposed to want? So how much of what you're asking for and desiring and wanting to have as your life and living is based on somebody else's reality, somebody else's wish list, somebody else's hopes and dreams for you? So first of all, could you just let all of that go. So everywhere in your universe, you're basing your wants, your desires, your asks on somebody else's choice points and somebody else's spread of the buffet table. Would you just let that go? Cool. Now, second question to you guys is, if you did know what you want, what would that be? What would that be? And I'm asking from a space of not making a list, but could you start to get curious? Like super duper curious. Like if there was infinite possibilities, which totally like mind blow in my head, like infinite possibilities. And usually I choose from like 10 or 20 or 50 things at the most, but get a sense of that infinite possibilities, like infinite. There is just no limit to what the universe has to offer. The only limitation is the small pool of choices we play around with and choose from. So what I'm inviting you to is looking at a possibility beyond your 10 or 20 things that you think you should have or want. What if you were to go beyond that? What's beyond that? What's beyond your cognitive mind that you can't even imagine right now? That's what I'd like to invite you to. And the way I play with this is, so for the longest time I had no idea, like I said at the beginning of this video, was what I wanted. Like, what do I really want my life to be like? And I was sort of a bit like a programmed sheep, following everybody else's wants and needs. And even the things I thought I wanted weren't really true for me. They were just things that I'd subliminally programmed myself into believing I wanted. So I, would strive for that. I would move towards that. And me being as potent and totally like, I'm somebody, if I really, really, really desire to have something in my life, I will have that. I will have that. And it's super cool to know that that capacity exists. So I know Aaron's on the line. I can't see anybody else just yet. There was somebody else, but I can only see Aaron. And I know, Aaron, you're like very similar to that too. You can pretty much ask for something and it does show up, does it not? Like the acting gigs and the other things that you're doing. So anybody else who's listening to this in the future, have a think about the times of your life where you've really wanted something and has it shown up? That is a capacity, my friends, to be able to just ask and receive. My question to you is, are you asking from a pool of infinite possibilities? Are you asking from a space of what else is possible for you? Or are you asking from a space of what is required of you, what society thinks you should have, what your families think you should have? And would you be willing to go beyond that today? And ask the question, if I was willing to choose and ask and demand from a space of infinite possibilities, what can I choose? What can I be? What can I have? And what can I receive? So if you want to make a list of those questions, I like freaking awesome questions. You may want to ask them every day, because these are different awarenesses that will show up beyond what you're looking at right now. So everything I do with the tools of access consciousness, everything I do with my clients is always to open that door to a different possibility, something that's far beyond anything you could congruently, cognitively work it out. It's not something you work out. It's an energy that you follow. And with that, I want to invite you guys, if you're somebody who's just like, I don't really know how to quite do that, but I kind of get a sense of what you're talking about. Well, for me, like for the last 10 years, I've been living in Australia. I really had very little idea about what I wanted in my life. And I was clear about that. I was clear about I had no idea. And I was also clear about I can make things happen. Okay, so these are like two really cool awarenesses. One is I can make anything happen. If I ask for it, it will show up. Number two, and I know that. Number two is I don't quite know what that is. Both of those things are so exciting. So what I started to do was I started to ask the universe to show me. Show me, show me, show me. Every day. It was like I was in the space of like, I surrender. I let go of all of the control, all of the ideas, all of my beliefs, everything I think is real and true. I let go of that. And today I surrender with an open heart and a willingness to see what else is possible. So universe, can you please show me what else is possible? Universe, can you show me how this gets even better than this? And I have to tell you, the universe that is listening right now, all the molecules, everything listens when you're asking a question, and it begins to conspire, and it begins to shake, and it begins to move in ways to bring about everything you're asking in the most unexpected, unknown, unfathomable ways. And it just brings it to you. And it may not be the thing you asked for, but Jesus, it's usually 1,000,000 times greater than you could possibly imagine. Am I correct in saying? You can put some comments down there if you want to comment, but I think you all know what I'm talking about. So what I'd like to invite you to is a 21-day class that I'm running. I'm running a couple of things actually, but this one is the one that I really get into the juices and the nitty-gritty of getting clear and congruent. And when I say congruent, I'm saying sometimes we ask for stuff and it doesn't show up. That's probably because somewhere in your world, you're actually not compatible or congruent with that thing that you're asking for, okay? And it's not showing up. So there's a couple of things I want to invite you to, and one is a 21-day class called Energy Pulls. And what we're doing in that class is, one, we are getting clear about your asks. Where are you asking from? Your pool of possibilities. Then we're expanding that and seeing where you're at energetically with that, and allowing the universe to begin to whisper to you about what's it going to take to have that, where you have to go. And it won't be something cognitive. You'll just start living like that. And you start to bring the energies of what you're congruent with, what you're asking for, what you'd like your life to be like. You're inviting that into your life with total ease. So this class is for you if, one, you want to grow and exponentialize where you're at right now, and two, if you're willing to let go of control. The control freaks don't really work very well with these energies. And three, you are willing to receive the magic now. Okay? So that's if you're wanting all of that. Oh, and the fourth thing, would you like your life to be easy? Yes. That's the type of person I'm talking to. So if you're somebody who's looking at life to be hard, you've got a bunch of excuses, you're full of lots of like control issues, you can't let go of that control, it has to be this way, it has to be that way, or I'm not having it, this class is not for you. But if you're willing to exponentialize where you're at, you're willing to have some generative energies, you're willing to have everything be easy, everything. I'm talking money, I'm talking relationships, I'm talking your body, I'm talking health, I'm talking work, I'm talking joy, I'm talking fun, I'm talking all of those amazing energies that allow our lives to be fruitful, worth living, bouncing out of bed. Then these 21 days will rock your world. And I'm not just saying that because I want you to come to my class. I'm telling you that because it freaking works. And these energies work. These energy pulls are amazing. And I want everybody to have a piece of this. So if you would like to start working with what you want in truth and bringing it to your world with ease, without really having to do a right lot, but actually following your awareness and getting super laser clear about what that awareness is, then these energy pulls, please don't hesitate, come and join. I start on Monday, which is the 11th, and we start at 7 a.m., which is Brisbane time, and we go for about 20 minutes every day. Now, energy pull is one thing you get. You also get questions every single day. You will be getting clearings every single day. I am not giving you a topic. It's not like that controlled. I work with energy, so it's whatever is showing up for people. So we go from talking about everything from relationships to money, to bodies, to health, to the world, to the planet, to nature, to just future conversations. We talk about all of that. And I just love working with people. I love working with energies. But my biggest joy is allowing you to see the possibilities that are available for you and to have them, to follow that energy, to follow the awareness and be clear about when to choose, how to choose. So if this is something you'd like to join, hi Paul, hi Lisa, hi Zara, If you guys would like to join, I'll pop a little link on, and I would love to have you come play. And if you don't come and play with this energy pull, that's also okay. I love and adore you. So if you don't come and play, I wonder what you could start putting into your life today that would allow you to get super clear about the infinite possibilities that are available for you. And how could you start to trust and surrender to the universe in ways you've never been willing? In ways you've never been willing, because it really is about that. It's about letting go of that control. And it's also allowing yourself to have the support where you require it. And yeah, I'm inviting you because I'm really good at this. I'm really, really good at this. Like, it's one of my superpowers is, and Zara knows this, she's on the line right now. Zara actually is the person who allowed me to perceive this about myself. We were at this place called Magic Camp in Thailand, and we were all making a list of people we would have on an island. And who would we choose and who would we like to have? And Zara picks me. And I ask her, actually all of them picked me, but she said, I said to Zara, I said, what made you choose me? And she said, well, you're the instant actualizer. And I said, what? She goes, yeah, I've watched you. You ask for stuff and it shows up. You walk around the streets and magic happens. It's like you're this walking, talking magic in reality. And I was like, whoa. And I walked away from Magic Camp and I thought, if I wasn't to judge it and I was to actually receive the gift of that, who could I contribute to? How could I allow this gift of mine to be shared with so many people I love and adore? So Zara, I want to say thank you so much for actually pointing out, and you are absolutely right, my friend. I really am an instant actualizer, and I worked out why. One was I'm willing to check in with the infinite possibilities of the universe. Two, I know how to work with energies. I know how to pull energy. I know how to flow energy. I know how to be with energies. And I've been doing it my whole life. And now with the tools of Access Consciousness, it's just become way more laser sharp, and it's just super like potent in my universe. So if you want a piece of that, like that's the gift I'm giving you. That's the gift I'm willing to share with you. And I'd love you to jump on board. 21 days. If it doesn't work for you, you can always go back to what you're doing now. But your life won't be the same after 21 days. I'll guarantee you that. And things will start to show up. And they'll start to show up fast and in ways that you can't even possibly imagine. So that's 21 days, energy pulls. We start Monday at 7 a.m. every day. And yeah, we always have a beautiful, the last couple of months I've been doing this, we've had the most beautiful group of people come together. And that's the other thing. I really like that sense of community and that sense of connection and that space of kindness and caring and having each other's backs and being each other's cheerleaders as we learn to trust us. We trust our knowing. We trust that we know how to ask, and we begin to trust the universe in a way we haven't before. Not in a way of like where we ask and then we wait for it to show up. It's like, oh, will it quite work? Oh, I don't know. Let's just see. Let's just see. Let's just stick my hand over my eyes so I don't even have to see if it's going to work. But it's that knowing in your like absolute, in your being, in every part of you where you're like, I know when I ask for something, it will show up. It's a matter of time, but it's coming because I know I have that strength. I know I have that knowing. I know I have awareness, and these are my superpowers. So I adore you all. I will put a link on there, and maybe I'll see you guys on Monday. Oh, how much is it? It's $150 for the 21 days. It's like super, 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 like less than a coffee and a muffin. How does it get any better than that? Yeah. What else could I contribute to you guys? Has anybody got any questions before I hang up? I wanted fresh flowers every day. I get fresh flowers every day. I go to a rose market down the road. I've got so many stories of ask and you shall receive. I have so many stories of instantly actualizing everything I've ever desired. It's miracle. Life is such a joy. It's such a miracle. And it's such a shame if you're not willing to actually have everything you've ever wanted. those deep desires that only you know, it's such a shame if you put them on a hold. It's such a shame if you don't give yourself the amount of abundance and money that would make your life amazing. It's actually just, it spoils the gift of you on the planet. It actually doesn't allow the world to have more of you either. So I love you guys. I don't know if anybody's got any questions, but just want to say thank you for joining me today. And what else is truly possible? What else is truly possible? Bye, beauties. Bye, Aaron. Bye, Zara. Bye, Lisa. Bye, Paul. Have a beautiful, miraculous, wonder-filled day.